Sometimes the clearest sign that you're walking with God is when life suddenly feels harder, not easier. What if the struggles, delays, and quiet seasons are actually proof that God is leading you? There are moments in life when following God feels confusing. You pray, but heaven feels silent. You obey, but nothing seems to change. You try to do the right thing, yet doors keep closing. And during those moments, it's easy to wonder, am I really on God's path, or did I miss it? The truth is, many people expect God's path to feel comfortable, clear, and successful all the time. But throughout the Bible, the people closest to God often walked through uncertainty, waiting, opposition, and even loneliness. Joseph was betrayed before he became a leader. David was hunted before he became king. The disciples faced storms while following Jesus. So if your journey feels difficult right now, that doesn't automatically mean God abandoned you. In this video, we're going to look at 6 biblical signs that you may actually be walking on God's path, even if it doesn't feel like it yet. And the last sign is one that many believers completely misunderstand, but it could change the way you see your current season forever. Number 1, you're becoming more obedient, even in small things. One of the strongest signs you're walking on God's path is that your heart is becoming more sensitive to obedience. Not perfection, not flawless behavior, but a growing desire to obey God, even when nobody sees it. Before, you may have ignored conviction. Now even small compromises bother your spirit. That's not weakness, that's spiritual growth. Jesus said in John 14:15, "If you love me, keep my commands." Notice that Jesus connected love with obedience. Real faith changes how you live. Maybe you've started praying more consistently, walking away from toxic habits, speaking more carefully, forgiving people who hurt you, spending more time with God. These changes may seem small, but spiritually, they are massive. Think about a GPS while driving. Sometimes you don't notice you're getting closer to the destination because the road still looks ordinary. But every correct turn matters. In the same way, every small act of obedience moves you closer to God's purpose. Galatians 6:9 says, "Let us not become weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up." Even if growth feels slow, God sees every step. Number 2, you feel conviction instead of comfort in sin. Another sign you're walking with God is that sin no longer feels comfortable. That doesn't mean temptation disappears. Even Jesus was tempted in the wilderness in Matthew 4. But when you belong to God, your spirit starts resisting things that once felt normal. Maybe certain conversations now feel wrong. Maybe entertainment you once enjoyed suddenly feels empty. Maybe gossip, pride, lust, or bitterness now bring conviction instead of satisfaction. That conviction is not God rejecting you. It's often proof that the Holy Spirit is working in you. Hebrews 12 verse 6 says, "Because the Lord disciplines the one he loves." A loving parent corrects their child because they care. God does the same with us. Before Peter became a bold disciple, he denied Jesus 3 times. But afterward, Peter was deeply broken over his sin because his heart truly loved Christ. The danger isn't struggling with sin. The danger is becoming comfortable with it. A spiritually alive heart feels conviction. And if you've been battling internally lately, don't automatically assume you're far from God. Sometimes that struggle is evidence that God is pulling you closer. If this message is speaking to your heart so far, take a moment to support the channel. Like this video, subscribe to BibleFix, and comment, "Lord, help me stay on your path." Your comment may encourage someone else who feels discouraged right now. Number 3, God is closing doors you wanted open. This is one of the hardest signs to accept. Sometimes walking on God's path means facing closed doors. A relationship ends, an opportunity disappears, a plan fails, a dream gets delayed, and in those moments we often think, "God, why are you stopping this?" But what if God is protecting you from something you cannot yet see? Proverbs 3:5-6 says, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to him, and he will make your paths straight." Notice something important. The verse does not say you will always understand the path. It says trust him anyway. Think about Joseph in Genesis. He had dreams from God, yet he was betrayed by his brothers, sold into slavery, falsely accused, and thrown into prison. Imagine how confusing that must have felt. But every closed door was actually positioning Joseph for a greater purpose. Years later, Joseph told his brothers in Genesis 50:20, "You intended to harm me, but God intended it for good." Sometimes God closes doors because the road ahead would destroy your peace, your purpose, or your relationship with him. A closed door is not always rejection. Sometimes it's divine direction. Number 4, you're growing through pressure, not escaping it. Many people think God's path should remove all pressure from life, but biblically, God often uses pressure to strengthen his people. Romans 5 verse 3 to 4 says, "We also glory in our sufferings because we know that suffering produces perseverance. Perseverance, character, and character, hope. Diamonds are formed under pressure. Muscles grow through resistance. Faith grows through testing." Look at David. Before defeating Goliath publicly, David spent years privately fighting lions and bears while tending sheep. Those hidden battles prepared him for bigger victories. The same may be true in your life right now. Maybe you're in a season where you feel stretched emotionally, your patience is being tested, you're carrying responsibilities that feel heavy, you're learning to trust God daily. That pressure may not be punishment, it may be preparation. James 1 verse 2 to 4 says, "Consider it pure joy whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance." God is often doing his deepest work in seasons that feel uncomfortable, and later, you may realize the struggle built the strength you needed for your calling. Before we continue, I created a free guide connected to this video called 6 Signs God is Leading You. Inside, you'll find powerful Bible verses, guided reflections, prayer prompts, encouragement for difficult seasons. So if you've been feeling confused, discouraged, or unsure about where God is leading you, I believe this guide will really encourage your faith. You can download your free copy using the link in the comment section below. Number 5, you're becoming less dependent on the world. One powerful sign of spiritual growth is that worldly things no longer satisfy you the way they once did. Achievements feel temporary. Approval from people feels empty. Material things stop bringing lasting peace. Instead, your soul starts craving God more deeply. Jesus said in Matthew 6:33, "Seek first his kingdom and his righteousness, and all these things will be given to you as well." This doesn't mean you stop caring about life, goals, or responsibilities, but your priorities begin to shift. You start realizing money cannot heal the soul. Success cannot replace peace. Entertainment cannot replace purpose. People cannot replace God. The prodigal son in Luke 15 chased worldly pleasure, but eventually realized nothing satisfied him apart from the Father. Many believers experience the same awakening, and honestly, this season can feel strange. Things you once loved no longer fulfill you, but you haven't fully arrived where God is taking you yet. That in-between season can feel lonely, but it's often where spiritual maturity begins. God slowly teaches you that his presence is greater than temporary pleasures. Number 6, you keep returning to God no matter what happens. This may be the biggest sign of all. Even after mistakes, even after setbacks, even after discouragement, you still return to God. That persistence matters more than you realize. The righteous are not people who never fall. They are people who keep getting back up. Proverbs 24:16 says, "Though the righteous fall 7 times, they rise again." Walking on God's path does not mean living a flawless life. It means continuing to seek him despite weakness. Look at Peter again. He failed badly. He denied Jesus publicly. But after the resurrection, Peter ran back to Christ, and Jesus restored him. Somebody listening right now may feel spiritually exhausted. You love God, but you feel inconsistent. You feel weak. You feel behind. But the fact that your heart still longs for God is important. Dead things feel nothing. A heart that keeps returning to God is evidence that he is still working within you. Philippians 1 verse 6 says, "He who began a good work in you will carry it on to completion." God is not finished with you. So let's quickly remember the 6 signs that you may truly be walking on God's path. You're becoming more obedient. Sin brings conviction instead of comfort. God is closing certain doors. Pressure is producing growth. The world satisfies you less. You keep returning to God no matter what. And maybe the biggest lesson is this: God's path does not always feel easy, but it always leads somewhere meaningful. Sometimes the strongest faith is built in silent seasons, where nothing seems clear. But if you continue trusting God, obeying him, and seeking him daily, he will guide your steps, even when you cannot yet see the full picture. If this video encouraged you, make sure to like the video, subscribe to BibleFix, and turn on notifications so you never miss new biblical encouragement and faith-building content. And in the comments, write, "Lord, keep me on your path." Also, share this video with someone who may be questioning whether God is still leading them right now. Before this video ends, don't forget to download the free companion guide connected to this video. 6 signs God is leading you. It will help you reflect more deeply on these biblical signs and strengthen your walk with God throughout the week. The free download link is waiting for you in the comment section below.